there is audio. Oh, we got some audio now. But guess what? That's perfect because guess what? For y'all that didn't get a chance to tune in at first, let me start from the beginning. All right, all right, all right. Well, sit back, relax. You want to be motivated. You want to be dedicated so you can get to your destination. Then guess what? You in the right place. You're on the right channel. You didn't tuned into the right channel, the right place, so that way you can be able to get just where you need to be or where you desire to be, because we're going to work hand in hand. I'm going to work with you vice versa while we encourage each other to motivate each other to get right where we need to be. We detox, glow, and thrive. Where we detox meaning that we're just getting away, getting rid of, we're fleshing the mind, body, and spirit, and then we're glowing, we're refueling ourselves, we're pouring back in, we're re-establishing what it is that we are having a true desire for, a purpose for, and then guess what? We're thriving. Well, we're changing, where we're walking, we're in full cognitive mindset and in vigorous, without a doubt, unmoved, unphantom faith. All right. So come on back in. Come on back in. I'll wait a minute. I'll let y'all build come on in. So guess what? This is the wake me up juice. You don't want to miss this. I guarantee you. You tired of feeling burnt out? You tired of feeling sluggish? You tired of feeling like you having these crashes? You sleeping and can't get enough energy? Guess what? That's okay. This is what you here for. You here for the wake me up juice, and that's what we're gonna be getting tuned in. So come on in. I'm gonna wait a while, and you just come on in and just have a seat. Whether you're on your way to work, whether you're sitting by the computer, whether you're just picking up the phone, guess what? You in the right place. You in the right place at the right time. And hey, let's get this kicked off. All right. So with the wake me up juice, we're back. Okay, so the wake me up juice is gonna be able to, like I was saying, it's gonna give you that energy where we actually direct them and we aiming for the digestive system, the gut area, where we feeding the microbes in our body, so that way we can give them the right antioxidant, so we can give them the right probiotic. That way we can get the prebiotics, so that way it can feed the probiotics. Okay, and that all is associated in the guts. Okay, so this juice is pretty much is going to give you that flush that you need, the energy that you need. That way you can be able to remove and get rid of that thing that's causing that heaviness, those things that's causing you to feel as though you're not getting rest, your brain fog, study feeling sleepy, study not able to get to the full energy that you feel like you need. Guess what? It's okay. It's okay, because a juice of this a day for the next 3 days is going to actually help you feel a lot better, okay? So that's what we're going to need. So let's kick this off for the wake me up juice. All right, guys, come on back in. I appreciate that for letting me know that there was no volume. I definitely appreciate that. All right, so this is the wake me up juice. We're targeting the stomach area so that way we can get to the main source. There always is always a source that you have to get to in order. It's not always, even though they say you have a symptom, you know how they say you have symptoms? Well, you have to get the symptoms, okay? You have to get to the symptoms before you get to the actual source of what it is that's causing the problem. So the thing that's causing the problem is that the symptom, we're getting to the symptom of why you feel tired. Why do I feel like I can't get enough rest? Why do I feel like I'm feeling like brain fog? Well, guess what? It's because things in your digestive system, things in your gut that is constantly just sitting there that's holding you back are the good bacteria, the probiotics and the prebiotics that your body isn't actually getting. Okay. Now, in order for you, whenever you get prebiotic, it feeds the probiotics, okay? And prebiotics is just good bacteria that helps help the gut with the digestive system, and actually help you flush and get the toxin out, okay? And it protects the gut lining. All right, so without further ado, so this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna grab you six Gala apples, and this is the wake me up juice, okay? 6 Gala apples, 7 carrots, 1 cucumber. All right, so 6 Gala apples, 7 carrots, 1 cucumber, a stalk of celery, 1 branch of broccoli. We're gonna do a handful of cilantro, and a handful of parsley, okay? And then one alkalizing lemon. Remember, this thing is great alkalizing. If you wake up in the morning, remember your body gets fuel off of alkaline and things of that nature. So get you a cup of warm water. My wife just started this. Get a cup of warm water. Get you some baking soda and squeeze a lemon in it and mix it in. And get the alkaline your body so that way you can get the oxygen in your body that you need. You can get the flushing in that your body need, and you can get all the nutrients that keeps you going and keeping weight. It's like waking up, you know, are you starting a vehicle? Are you warming up your vehicle? Warm up your body with the alkalizing, with this simple alkalizing treat. You know, a baking soda, maybe a little teaspoon of baking soda, squeeze one lemon in it and some warm water, stir it up, mix it up, get your body woke up, get the oxygen to your brain, get the oxygen to your blood, get all of those things that you need so you can wake up and feel fuel for the day, okay? So you definitely want to do that and get yourself fuel for the day, all right? And then we're going to use 1 inch. I'm going to cut some gel out of here, 1 inch of aloe vera gel, okay? And this is also act as a digestive, a laxative, okay? Aloe vera gel also acts as a laxative because of the fiber in there that goes in and actually aids the gut, okay? So remember, we're going for what is causing us to feel like we're overwhelmed, sleepy, tired, or can't get enough rest, okay? So without further ado, let's get this going. And then, you know what? I've been studying it. Remember, they were talking about the seed in the apple, the cyanide. Well, come to find out that some seed in the apple is actually beneficial to those who are struggling with certain kind of health issues. So seeds in apples are beneficial, okay? So I know someone was saying that they could be poisonous, they can be this, they can be that if you consume too much of it. But I also just studied and I've learned that it can be beneficial to those who are actually suffering with certain type of sicknesses, okay? So start off with 6 apples, all right? So this time we're going to keep the seeds in the apples. We're going to keep the seeds in the apples. How you doing out there, the real? They're all, yeah, appreciate you, Judah. All right, good to see you, Judah. Good to see you out there, man. How you doing? God bless you. All right, so we got 6 apples, 6 gala apples, all right? And apples have pectin in it, and they're a good source of fiber. Apples act as a good source of fiber. And remember, we're doing 80% fruits, 80% vegetables, 20% fruit. Okay, the reason being is you don't want the sugar spike. You don't want to be you don't want this juice to spike your sugar if you're drinking it when you first wake up in the morning. We're being mindful, we're being careful of our morning, because when you want something for breakfast or when you just waking up, you want to treat the body right and put the right things in when you break your fast, okay? So when you break your fast, we're not doing nothing that high sugar spike things like that. So this is 80% vegetables and 20% fruit. That's why we have mainly fruits and vegetables in here, okay? Amen. God bless you. God bless you. All right. So we definitely, and man, don't forget that when you're drinking your juice, always speak life over yourself. Always declare and decree positivity. Tell the juice what to do. I know we have the fruits and the herbs that God created for the healing of the nation and also for the support of our liver, our kidney, or whatever the case may be, but also give it an assignment. Tell this juice what to do whenever you're putting it in your body, so that way you can actually see the benefit and reap the benefit, even though it's going to do what it's supposed to do. But what much more by you hearing it? You know, you get to heal yourself when you hearing yourself talk and speak positivity. So make sure you, whenever you're doing your juice, make sure you actually also speaking and declaring what you want. You know, give it an assignment. Just like you give your prayers an assignment, give the juice an assignment. You know, like we targeting the gut, we're targeting, you know, the liver, the kidney. They do what they're supposed to do, but these are just supporters. You know, we're going to support by providing the right, the bile production. How many of you know the bile production is important? Bioproduction is important because the waste is created, the liver was created to clean out waste. That's why when you wake up first thing in the morning, what you got to do, you got to go to the restroom. And you know that's good. It's good that you go to the restroom in the morning because that's all the waste that your body been processing overnight. So that's why it's important to make sure that you have a good flow. And that's what this juice is actually gonna help us do. It's gonna actually help us get a good flow. You know, whether, you know, we all want a good flow, okay? So like I said, you got the 7 carrots. All right. So 7 carrots, all right. All right. So we're gonna leave the hull of the lemon on. We're gonna leave the hull of the lemon on. Normally time I will cut it, but we want to get all the thing, we want to benefit from everything from this juice to the max. We want the maximum benefit and everything that we can get from this juice. All right. All right. All right, and cucumbers are good cellular hydration, y'all. Remember, good cellular hydration for cucumbers, it definitely helps the digestive system flow. It supports our kidneys, and it helps flush out things that are actually can, you know, be backed up, and it actually help flush out toxin. So remember, cucumbers are the best hydrational source that you can get. You can't find a better hydration juice or a hydration pill. Always use cucumber as your source of hydration because cucumber does a very good job of flushing out, and it's like a coolant. It cools it goes out and it cools the inflammation, okay? So cucumber is a good source of that's why it's so hydrating, all right? All right, all right, let's get this going. Just a little bit. All right, got everything mixed. All right, so we did six apples. We got 6 apples. We had 7 carrots, 6 apples, 7 carrots, and 1 cucumber so far in here. So got some cucumber. But this is the wake me up juice, all right? The wake me up juice is definitely going to get you woke up and going to get you going, all right? I always make sure the shirt match the juice, so that way, you know, hey, the shirt gonna match the juice always, all right? So if you wanna know what color the juice gonna come out, kind of always look at the shirt. You know, kind of gonna have a little yellow in there, it's gonna have a little orange in there, but just check it out. All right, gonna put some celery in there. Get that going. And apples also have pectin in there. That's a good fiber that helps gut bacteria. Remember, we want to get the probiotic in the probiotic in the gut, so that way we can feed the you want to get the prebiotic in there, so that way you can feed the probiotic. And the probiotic gets its food from the prebiotic, okay? So that's what's going to help us be able to get the digestive going and get everything flowing and good, all right? That's where we're going to get that uplifting mood from. We're going to get that pick-me-up. That's where we're going to get that uplifting and that clarity of mind, because now you're going to have the energy to go and run your errands and complete what all you need to complete. All right. So everything is to support y'all. I'm not a doctor. I'm not licensed or anything. I just enjoy juice, and I enjoy doing those things that help support. You know, everything. This stuff is not going to heal, but it's going to actually help support. You know, that's where we have a liver and a kidney from. Those are our natural God-given filters. That's our toxins. Those are things that release and get the things and the toxin out of our body. Those are our purifiers. God had already given us those. But what the juice does, the juices actually go in and support and aid the microbiomes in our body to help the gut and the digestive and all of that stuff that's added on, okay? So that's what the juice does. The juice is the supporter, all right? And that's why we, you know, find the herbs that God give us on the earth that he say, hey, this is what's going to go for this part of the body. This is what's going to go for this part of the body. This is what go for this part of the body. So that way we can always be in the knowing of what it is we need for the inside of the body. You know what I mean? All right, so you already know it's go time. Hey. Hey, that's the flow. That's the flow right there. That's the flow that we want to see. You know, that flow is a good flow. And we can have that same flow of energy. We can have that same flow of joy. We can have that same flow and whatever we need once we tap into and we acknowledge and we know, hey, we have what it takes. We can do it. The discipline, the training, you know, it takes discipline. It takes, you know, making the right decision. You can make a split decision that can change and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to do better for myself because guess what? My future self need me. My future self need me. It's somebody depending on me in the future. Like I say, y'all, this juice is just a supporter of, it just act as a support. It doesn't actually go in. It is, I want to, you know, clarify that. You know, I want to put that disclaimer out there that this juice is actually a supporter. I'm not a licensed doctor. I'm not a therapist. I'm not, you know, any of that. I'm just simply here to kind of, you know, guide you through your health journey or your let's say your elevation journey. Let's use it, an elevation journey. All right. So we got the carrots in there. All right. Now we can't forget the broccoli. Broccoli is also a good source to help aid the gut. All right. All right. Right, so still rolling on, okay? So now we're gonna take some parsley and we're gonna take some cilantro. Now when I rinse and cleanse my parsley and cilantro, what I do is I normally would just simply put it in some apple cider vinegar, rinse it off real good, cleanse it off real good, and then rinse it again, okay? So you can simply use apple cider vinegar as your cleaner when you want to clean your fruits and vegetables. And remember that cilantro and parsley are good for chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is like the blood of the green. You know, chlorophyll is like the blood, just like we have red blood. Well, plants have chlorophyll in it, and that's the blood of the, so we pretty much just taking that good chlorophyll, that good things, that good energy that comes from those things. And when we think about it, things that have fiber and good things of fiber are from the ground. Those things that are from the ground, like your carrots, broccoli, dandelion root, those things are good because the nutrition that's come from the soil actually have benefits in it that actually helps the body, all right? So make sure, you know, anything that's from the ground that has fiber is a plus. Most of the fruits that comes from the ground are a great benefit. So a handful of parsley, a handful of cilantro. All right, this is the wake me up juice. If you're just tuning in, this is the wake me up juice. If you're feeling tired, sluggish, you're feeling like you can't get up, you're feeling like you slept your 8 hours or you did the required time and you're still waking up, then this is kind of your supporter. This is kind of just to get everything flowing, get everything pushed out. So that way you can kind of have that, you know, that pick me up. And you don't want to feel that crash, that burnout. You don't want to feel fatigue after you know, had your coffee or your energy drink or whatever you may use as a source of pick me up. This juice is kind of gonna get to the problem or the main source, so that way it can, you know, help with the other issues. This is gonna definitely be your supporter, okay? Definitely a good support. My wife I made this juice for my wife, and she can't turn out she liked it, so I'm doing it again, and just and it's definitely gonna be something that we can look forward to making and trying on a daily. All right, we're not gonna forget the inner gel of the aloe vera plant. All right, see. Enjoy. Oh. All right. So remember, the juice always gonna match the color of my shirt. So I kind of try to keep it coordinated a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm just doing a little extra more cilantro and parsley for the sake of, I want to make sure that the olive gel that I just put in is actually pushed through. So, all right, so check that out. I think it matched the color of my shirt a little bit, and mix it up here a tad bit. All right, here we go. All right, that's it, y'all, right there. Mix. Kind of got some grass in there, some parsley leaves, so I'm gonna strain it. I'm gonna strain it a little bit. All right, let's get it strained a little bit. Cup running over here. See the pulp, y'all? That good pulp. That's a good pulp right there. I'm gonna save this for a smoothie. All right, I'm just gonna get some of these steppers. I use a strainer simply. All right. I'm gonna wash that out. All right, so let's see how much amount of juice we made with the. All right. Let's see how many shots. Let's see. All right. All right. If y'all can see that. All right. So this amount was able to make two. These are 14-ounce glasses. So it was able to make two 14-ounce, and then I think there may be right around 10 ounces, okay? So you have almost a whole day worth of juice from 6 Gala apples, 7 carrots, 1 cucumber, 1 lemon, a handful of parsley, a handful of cilantro, 1 broccoli sprout, 1 stalk of celery, all right? So those are all ingredients that you're gonna need for this juice right here, okay? So definitely this is my Wake Me Up juice. Now let's give this a try and see how it tastes. Wow, now that's a fresh, crisp, earthy, I mean, very clean. I actually feel myself like waking up. I actually feel myself picking up, you know? Definitely a good taste right here. The apples definitely gave it a balance that it needed. It's not too it's not too grassy. It doesn't have that grass taste to it, but it definitely have a balance where everything is balancing out and everything is, you know, pretty much in its right place. Everything is in its right place. You taste the hint of the lemon. The lemon is just, it's not that potent, but it's just right there. So that way you can feel the lemon and the carrot. You taste the carrot in there too. All right, so this is the Wake Me Up juice. I hope it does get the job done for you as your supporter, as your morning supporter, noon supporter, or even night supporter. All right, well, y'all have a blessed day, and we never drink without affirmation. So let's do an affirmation. All right, so as I drink this drink, my health, my wealth, and my clarity of mind shall reach new levels and new heights in the year of 2026. As I drink this juice, my thought pattern, my worries shall not be in the same pattern, but my thoughts and my good thinking shall be elevated, and my worries shall be minimized. As I drink this juice, I will feel refreshed, renewed, and vibrant, and others will see and ask me, what is it that you're doing that's causing this vibrancy in your life? All right, Ashe.